see this updates, so always click on updates, because this is one of the reasons WordPress sites get hacked, because people don't update the plugins, and you can see here all these need updating. So if you just select them all and update, I've still got to add your disclaimers, so I'm going to put them down the bottom. It says that's updated and the update's gone. Sometimes if there's a Thrive theme update, you can just go back to that page, because it won't install the plugins and the theme at the same time. You've got to do them separate. So pages, you come to pages. I set up a test page yesterday. That was a disclaimer, confirmation page, test page. All right, so if you hover over test, if you just click on edit, this is when you create a page, you'll come to add new, and then you put a title in. Then you go down and do the basic settings. Like you'll come down and you say, all right, what kind of page do I want? Full width, landing page. Oh, that's a parent if you want it like a menu. I never bother with that. The template style, you know, whether it's a redirect, a blog page, a full width page, landing page. I've got this set at landing.
Okay.
Down here is your all-in-one SEO pack. So you put your title, it tells you how many descriptions. This is what shows up in Google, like here. Right?
Oh, yeah.
And your description. I never fill that part in. Now, when you're doing a page, always make sure, because if it's a blog post, it will show the title. Always put hide, because you're going to do your own title. Okay, yeah. And then you'd come up here and click Save Draft. And then once everything's right, you'd publish it. But to edit it, you'd come back up here and click Edit with Thrive Architect. Right, so this is a very basic template. So what you could do, if you wanted to change it, if you come over here, you've got two columns. You've got the ones on the right are the ones that that you drag and drop, So if you wanted to put an image in here, for example, you'd come down to image, and you'll see where you can put it. Like if you put it there, you can see the blue line. That's going to take the full width. If you put it in under this, it'd only be the width of that particular column.
Okay.
I'm just giving you an example here. And then a box would open up, and you could either upload your image or insert from file. As I say, I always go insert from file, put in my Amazon link, and then click insert. To get rid of anything, when you click inside that, you see 4 boxes here. The first one is your moving tool, which means you can move it around. The second one, let's say you had something that you wanted on the bottom of every page that you do.
Yes.
Whether it's a banner or whatever. You could click that and save it as a template once it's done.
Okay.
Like you'd put a content box in there and put, your image, your header, your button, save it as a template. Then when you go and do your next page, you can just click on insert. And then you'd go somewhere up here, there's a template. Might be further down. Oh, here we are. Right. And then that would insert that in there.
Okay.
But once you've got your layout, like it's that image there, right? So you can close this tab here so you can see better when you're working on it. Or it's not going to do it while I'm doing that, you know. And that opens up your editing side. So this side is for dragging everything across and choosing your template.
Yeah.
This side is when you come in here, like, let's go to this button. If we click on the button, we can change the color, change the width, we can change the design.
Okay.
So if we said, all right, we want that design, so it's lifted, click apply, we'll change the color. Let's change it to color, then click apply. And one thing to always keep doing as you're going through your work is every now and again, you'll get warnings anyway, is save it. So you click down here and you'll see saved. Then if you want to preview your page as it would look in a browser, you could come here down to preview. It would open it in a new window. So you can see the changes we've made. If you wanted to change the text, just click inside the text box. Okay, come up to more options. You can see the text there, it's called something, don't know what it is. You can come down and say, all right, I want Google Fonts. And start typing in your Google font, and then you can select it. And you'll see up here as well, there's a general bar for bold, italic, centering your text in the box. See how that's to the left? You can come up here and click center, so it's centered. You can change your text size here, look, by either moving that or putting your width in. Layer and position, which is something you'll use a lot. Like, see how this is a fair bit down? Up here you'll always see where you're up to. You're on now, and see how that is. Oh no, because that's that one, that's all right. But let's say I wanted to move this up a bit further up the box. Too much space between this title and the other one.
Yes.
You come up to here and it says margins at the top are 0, where you could put minus 30 and see how it's moved it up.
Oh yeah.
And there's a gap at the bottom, so you could say at the bottom I want well, it's set to
90.
Make it 60 instead, just to cut it down a bit. Oh no, that's too much. 20. All right, you just play around with them. It does take a bit of getting used to. Down here is where you put your footers and menus. This is a box like I had at the bottom of mine. But basically what I would do, I would find a template that I like. So obviously we don't want this template. What you'd come up here, you'd come down to change template.
Is there a question? Is there an opt-in page? Do they also have standard opt-in page? A bit the simple ones?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to show you now.
Okay.
All right. Right. So these are your smart pages. Why is that like that? Let me try and filter. So you can filter by type. So what kind of page do you want? You want a lead generation, don't you?
Yeah, the most basic one. An image and oh, lead generation, I think.
Right. So here's a nice simple one by the looks of it. There's another one, a clean one.
Yeah.
just click on it and click the button.
Oh yeah.
Well, that looks like a header to me, but I don't particularly like that one. That's the header. Although it's simple, you could come in and I think there's some better ones, easier ones.
Oh, can you scroll back the other way? Mini squeeze number 2. Is that a good one? Oh no, it was on the other.
That wasn't it?
No, oh, wait a minute. Mini squeeze number 2. A bit.
See, these ones are very simple. Background, heading, video or whatever.
Yeah, that's the one that I mean. Yeah, that's mini squeeze number 2 or know-how. I don't know how it's called.
All right, so you got all them.
The third one is perfect, I think.
This one.
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah, something like that. Okay, but there only has to be a place for a picture of an ebook and then it's perfect. You know what I mean?
Well, there was one there with the picture. If we go back. And it was in this style. Like this one. So you got your book, your image to the left?
Yeah, that's... Yeah.
All right, now, see what you could do here, you see this background section.
Yeah.
If you clicked on that, if you wanted to, you could come oh no, that's white, that's the background itself, so I don't think you can do anything about that. Or maybe you can. Background.
How do you go one step back if you've done something that's not okay?
You don't.
Oh, there's no step back arrow.
That's why I say keep saving it.
Okay.
And then what happens if, let's say, you change the image or you made a mistake here?
Yeah.
You just refresh the page and it would go back to the stage before when you last saved it.
Okay, got it.
That's why you keep saving it. But if you come down here and you spend an hour and you haven't saved anything, you make one change and you click refresh, you've lost everything, so you keep saving it. So to start with, I would change this headline, I'd change the font, I'd make it bigger, I would I'd probably get rid of that divider because I don't do much in the space. I'd change this text and I'd go in and move it up. I'd move the arrow up, so you click on the arrow, open up here, and I'd say layer in position. Right, at the top I want it set at 0, space in between that and the arrow. I'd say, oh no, I want to move the arrow up, so I'd say -20. Oops, forgot -20, and it moves the arrow up a bit, moves everything up a bit. And I'd do the same here. I'd change the color of the button. And this is a looks like a sign up. Content box. Oh, right, it hasn't got a button in there. So you could come and put a button. What's it? Oh no, here's the what we're after. This is your button, and then basically what happens is you would say actions and right, so that's the button, and it's saying the action is on click, right, open the Thrive light box, and it's got a name of the Thrive light box, and slide in from the top. So let me just save that and I'll show you what happens.
Okay.
And then we've got to tie it in with Aweber.
Oh, I'm getting it, yeah. Because this is the type of page that pops up the subscription part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, so you go to preview. All right. See how it comes down?
Oh, perfect, yeah.
All right. So to edit that box, what you'd do is you'd come back to your dashboard and you'd come up to Thrive light boxes. Okay, now there's only one in at the moment. That's the one that it automatically created for that page, right? So you click Edit with Thrive Architect to edit the light box. So you could change the text, change the color of the button. To change the actual, you can change the text. Oh, here we go, edit element. They've started changing everything.
Okay.
So now we're in edit mode. See how it's got edit mode? It's colored. So you can click in here and change the text.
Yeah.
Download now or whatever. Change the color of the button. Let's say we want it, it's a greeny color, the other thing. So if we went for a green, dark green. If you wanted, I always get confused here. Right, now click in here. Just trying to find the part that brings up the lead generation part.
Or perhaps if you click the little blue bar that appears when you hover your mouse over it.
No, not that. Lead generation. Oh, hang on. Editing lead generation. Okay, so we've got that. I think this is it. More options, style options.
Perhaps below if you scroll down. No,
No,
that's
it's not. Okay. Get the guide. Okay. Edit mode. Main mode. Here we go. See? Oh no. Should be something here that says.
Oh, perhaps a bit above lead generation input. You have those arrows at the top of the screen. Lead generation input.
No, they're just your breadcrumbs telling you where you are. Normally when you click in the box, there's something here that says, oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. I know what it is. We've got to come back to the dashboard. Oops. We haven't integrated Aweber yet, so it's not going to show Aweber.
Okay.
Right, so we've got to come down. This is the Thrive dashboard thing I was telling you about.
Yeah.
That you choose what you want to install. So you can install all these. I've got Clever Widgets, Thrive Leads, Thrive Architect, and your blog. Now I want to come down to API connections. Active none.
Request a new integration.
Where's that? I'm looking for it.
Yeah, it's above back to the dashboard. To the left. In that square.
Oh, there we go. That's it. Email marketing, similar to mail service type, webinars, social, email delivery. Never seen this before. Ah, well, fucking, I don't want that. Fuck off. Add a new. Select. There we go. Aweber. Connect. Visual details. Come on, fucking Skype. Fuck off. Copy. Let's put them in the notepad. Aweber download ready. Done. You can now connect your, okay, done. Okay. So now if we come back to this page, leave page, don't want that. So I'm going to refresh this page and you'll see my changes vanish. This is what I was telling you before. But if we'd saved that first, we'd have had the changes we'd already made. So right, now if we come down here now, go into edit mode. Come on. Lead generation submit. More options. Edit mode. We're in edit mode. Right, let me get out of edit mode a minute. Choose your mailing list. So here you've got all your mailing lists.
Okay. This is the only one I got right now. Yeah.
So you put that, and then you click continue, and then you'd say what field you want. This is actually, normally you'd just leave them, okay? Like you could type in here best email address, which will show in the actual box.
Yeah.
You know, when you'll see, you know. Add a new field if you wanted the phone number. Then you'd go next. Right, now here's where you would say, once they've subscribed to your list, what do you want to happen?
Oh yeah.
Redirect them to a page in your site, redirect to a custom URL. So you click there and put your URL in there. Or you could just have a little message pop up over the top.
Okay.
And then you'd click next, right? So that's basically how you would edit your lightbox. So I'd be inclined to get rid of this string guide. I think that's a bit crappy. You know, you could come in, you could make this really nice. You could put in a content box and color it. Put some nice, change the text, some nice text, change the button. Down here I would put underneath something that says we never, you know, we promise we'll never share your details. And then you'd want your terms and policies under here somewhere. So let me just save that, and then I just want to see what it looks like when we... Oh no, that's you. Yeah, that's right. That's your landing box. But so you don't really need your terms on there because it's a pop-up. But I'd still put a little text box in, drag a little text box under there or something, or a little image I've got that says we'll never share your details with anyone. And as I said, you can play around with colours and everything on here. You know, I think you can put a border around this box and put a background on it.
Okay, I have to see.
It's a matter of playing around with it.
Okay, okay, Bill. Let's say you want the background image. Is that difficult to show?
Light boxes. Come back to the light boxes. There's this one. Edit with Thrive Architect. See, that's all there, so that's there. So what you come down, you come in and
you go
so if you came up to the top and then came down the bottom and click on styled box, right? We'd drag it and we'd put it under this section. Right, so here's you've got all your styled boxes already done for you. I don't know whether any of these would be suitable. Well, that one probably would, and you just change the colour or the image.
Yeah.
Or this one, you get rid of the picture.
Okay, but let's say you want to have a picture and you use this.
The picture, well, let's say, for example, let's just put this one in. Alright, so now let's come up and get rid of these. Just click the trash.
Okay.
When you click in the box, you see trash, get rid of it. Oh, the third button there is to clone it. So if you've got a box of text and you want to put the same text and everything further down, just clone it. And then you can drag that one down or whatever, you know, that box down by moving it wherever you want to, you know, if you wanted to move it.
Yeah.
So get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of him. Alright, so we've got to clear, what's this? Get rid of that. What the fuck's that? Don't know what that is.
You put in some arrows.
Don't know why, this should be a trash button. Oh, and this is just an example, but then you'd come up and you'd highlight the whole box. Right, so you've got lead generation, then you'd come up here, grab it, and move it into your box.
Oh, very good.
See what I mean? Now you could come in here if you wanted to, and come down to background and style. See how you've got a colour, you could change it and say let's make it a red. Apply. And then I've got to get rid of that one. Okay?
Yeah.
It's just a matter actually that looks quite good.
Yeah, I thought so.
And then if you got your text and then drag that down, you don't have to. Put it say above that. And then change the colour.
Yeah, it's like you say, it's playing around.
Get rid of this.
Oh, you can remove get the guide.
Do you want that?
No, it's just a question. That's no problem because this is an example. It's just like you say, I have to play around with it.
I don't know what this arrow part is. But you can change the other things, change the text. Now what I would do is I'd click in that text box. Wish I knew how to get rid of that. No. So you'd probably pick another template or something, I don't know. I've friggin' never seen that before. But for now, let's just say we're going to move this text up, so we'll have to move that up. So we go to layer and position, which is that one. We'll say minus 20. Oh no, that's just moving the arrows up. Just duplicating them. I think I'd choose a different template. But this is, we're just testing this out. Like if that arrow wasn't there, if you found a template without one, you can highlight the text box and say we want it, there's too much red space there, you come up to the borders and say, okay, let's go minus 20, no, still not enough. Minus 30. I don't think it's going to come anymore.
That's just double minus.
Oh right, that's probably why. But that's how you know, sometimes you see a header and then you've got a video underneath and the video is half on the colour border and half on the Y.
Yeah.
That's how they do it. They put a minus there to right, see how that's moved that right up now. And you click save. That'll go dark when you've clicked it right, and then it'll come up saved, and then you can preview it. And that's your light box.
And how do you give this page a name so that it shows up in the URL?
That's back here when you set your first page up. Who's blocked me on there? Oh, that's mine. That's mine. That's mine. Back here, when you come to pages, This one was test, edit. These are all in your settings. When you first set up, this is the part that you set up first. Edit. Right, whatever you put in here.
Yeah. Oh, I can see in the permalink, yeah. Okay.
Right. Now sometimes if you've got a long title, what you can do is just come down, edit, and say, well, I want the actual page to be called just test. Right?
Why is there
Click
another
OK.
slash at the end?
I've just done a typo, that's all right. Oh no, that's WordPress puts that in on everything.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't have to be there. Right, so there's your title, but your actual website URL is there. But when you view this page, don't copy that link and say that's the link, because it won't. That link will not show up in your browser until you click publish.
Oh yeah, save draft. Or publish.
You have to publish
yeah,
it first.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. No. Right. Okay. No. From the very beginning, I want to create a new page. The first steps.
Come down to pages.
Yeah. Pages.
I'm going to leave this one because it's only a test page anyway. You can actually edit that one, start editing that one, change the title and everything, right? Okay. Add new.
Add new.
Put your title in.
Yeah.
Come down here and decide what kind of page you want. Landing page, full width.
Oh, this is the in this part you're already in Thrive, I think.
Well, this part you're in WordPress.
Okay, landing page, okay.
So if you're doing your blog, you just put blog page or just leave it as default, but landing page, come down, put your title in, your description, hide your title, come back up, save draft.
Okay, and then you go to Thrive.
Then come back up and click on Thrive, and then you're in Thrive to do all those things.
And what happens with the page title you typed in below?
That's what shows up in the search engines.
Okay. It's just like above. There's also a section.
Yeah.
That's the same.
Well, this is something that I've installed a plugin for. WordPress doesn't come with anything like this.
Okay.
This is called All-in-One SEO Pack, and there is an upgrade option if you want to be able to put in like keywords and things like tags and that. But the basic free SEO plugins that you can get don't come there, an optional extra. And there's your plugins page too. There's your pretty links down there. I've installed that. Plugins.
Yeah, I have to connect.
Oh, this is something you've got to set up your Jetpack, which is something to do with your WordPress site, but it's like it tracks your stats and everything like that.
Yeah, that's not that. I don't know, because this will only be used for landing pages and read.
Yeah, well, that's right. You don't need it. I've just installed it anyway, but it's got to be set up if you want to use it. Your spam filters, your SEO, classic editor, site maps. I don't know what these. I left that there. It's not activated, so you've got pretty links, Thrive Architect, widgets, Thrive Leads, Product Manager.
Yeah, and I have to find out, but that's all in the tutorials of ClickMagick, how to connect this site to ClickMagick. That's also important.
All you do is come back down here again to your Thrive dashboard. Click on Thrive dashboard, come down to API connections.
Oh, that service is in there, ClickMagick.
Oh, well, I don't know. I would say so. Active. Fucking hell is that?
Request
active.
new integration.
Alright, here we go.
Or add new.
Oh no, I don't want that. That's not the part.
That one, yeah, that one.
Add new. That's deceiving.
Oh, if it's alphabetical, it's not in here. No, never mind. They have very good tutorials on.
It'll be in there. It'll be in there somewhere. So
it's a tracker, so.
Campaign, constant market, constant. Yeah, it's not in there.
Yeah, never mind. They have very good tutorials inside ClickMagick. How to connect with WordPress.
Yeah. If there's another type, supplier dashboard. Website leads, API, accounts, user access manager.
Did you have a look at that Volt tracker or not?
The what?
That Volt, that free tracker.
That's what I said to you. I haven't got time to learn that at the moment, Mark.
Oh, okay, no, that's fine.
I'm still going through the sites and everything.
Yeah, it's difficult enough. It's really difficult enough because it's also for me, integration with AWeb and everything, and I have to.
No,
But like I said, we'll be doing a lot more than most affiliates do on Bing.
yeah. I will create a template myself to start sending these pages out because I want to create one template that can just come in, put a long article in there, you know, something about ClickBank, and then submit it to the RSS and that sort of stuff, start getting some traffic. This one was yours. So let's place that down. Place that down. Place that down. I'm just wondering.
How do you deliver ebooks? You use an Amazon link, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
I zip them up, upload it to Amazon.
You get a link. You get a link from Amazon, I think.
Yeah, I showed you how to do that.
Yeah, and then they can
Once you've
download.
uploaded it,
Yeah.
I'll show you.
Yeah, I done it a few times. I will do it more now since I'm going to use this page builder and everything.
It does take a bit of, there's a bit of a learning curve, but it's like everything, there's a bit of a learning curve, but the more you do it.
Yeah, I know, and that's why I want to start.
I've learned things this time while changing the blog and having pages around. I've learned more this time, and I'm starting to get the things. Right, let's say you uploaded a zip file to here. First thing you'd do is right click on it, you'd go to AOL settings, and you'd always make sure that this box is ticked.
Oh yeah, okay, I remember.
Okay, and you right click on it, web URL.
Yeah.
HTTPS, copy it. Okay, so you had, and then you paste that in your email, your Aweber email that goes out.
Yes.
Thanks for subscribing. Here's your download link, and they'd be able to download it. But the best way you can do it is just go and choose a template that you like, try and play around with it, and then if you've got any problems, just let me know and we'll work on it the following day or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I will have to go through it. Oh, there was a message. Can you, because you are fast, can you see if it's in there now? Because this was her answer, I don't get her answer. Bill?
Yeah, I'm logging in.
Oh,
Yeah, it's there now. Pinterest.
Jesus, that's unbelievable. See, in the first mail she says it's there. What are they fucking about? Here, this is the answer. Yeah, the package.
Well, she can't say it was there because it wasn't. We took a screenshot.
Yeah, and I sent a screenshot.
Yeah, well, it's there now, but it wasn't.
Yes, I know. I know. What did I send? What did I send? Here, did I send? And the picture with the image.
It's up to you whether you want to do it. I would just send a bloody quick test. Thanks, Catherine. It is in there now, but it wasn't when I contacted you. See the screenshot.
Yeah, but I did a screenshot, and then you get a discussion via mail. That's even more terrible.
Anyway, it's there now. We haven't got to keep doing it every frigging month. Well, that's something else I've got to do this week as well. All right.
Yeah, but these are, I must not forget, these are the perfect.
Oh, that's what I meant to show you. I was thinking about it last night. I don't know whether these are fairly old, but they're still good. Probably use them as I don't really. That's the thing. Don't know whether you can give them away as giveaways. Probably not.
No, it's all for a lead. It's not giveaway. Everything for a lead.
Yeah.
And we have to go for the low competition keywords for make money online. I don't know. I think about it, but we can use the word free because everything is free. Oh, that's old, 2012.
Yeah, but let me show you something. Premium header. This is what I was showing you about the premium header pack. All right, you've got all the PDSAs, PDS header pack, premium header pack, PLR files. I think this is it. Is it? Right, you get a site. Oh no, that's a main net. Site.
Oh, and in the meantime, because I keep forgetting, I did get a mail from somebody today promoting it again. We must not forget, or I must not forget, about Kevin Fahey, that done for you funnel and everything.
Oh, right, yeah. See these, premium headers for Facebook and that sort of stuff.
Oh, this is also good for landing pages.
It's quite expensive when I brought it, or Roderick and I brought it. I don't know what the terms are. I'd have to find out.
I think the producers of this package, don't think they are even active in.
There's one there. 3D web display, graphics library.
One to the left. Yeah.
What?
That's 3D web display.
Oh, you need Photoshop for that. Very good. I use it. I've used it quite a bit. Lets you create images like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you see those on all landing pages. You still see them on landing pages. Yeah, okay, I don't know how to do this. That's too difficult now. For now.
Oh no, I was thinking of it, mainly thinking of them as bonuses, but I don't know. I've got the rights to sell them, but I don't know what the rights are. I was giving them away. I'll have to check into it. Because I've all got like product you know, bonus number 1, 3D, and then a short description. Bonus number 2, Facebook header, timeline covers. What is it? Headlines, premium head packs, retro packs, video, special offers, graphics library. Some of these haven't even gone through. Add to cart. You know, you got all this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And they come with Photoshop and people to edit. I just thought of them as a bonus, but I don't, as I say, I'd have to check out.
Okay.
So I'd start by getting your ClickMagick done, getting that connected. Oh, one more thing I've got to do, and this is should do this every time when you install a blog.
One moment. Ik bel zo terug, even onder de douche. Bijna. Yo.